what's happening with your personal life right now that you want to share? Because I know that this is, you know, for the audience that's watching, he's got 4 beautiful kids, and I mean they're absolutely amazing. And I'm gonna let him take it from there.
Well, like so many people, COVID happened, and yeah, when you met me, pretty good job, doing pretty well. But then, well, like the restaurant industry, the restaurant industry went down, and there wasn't much good jobs, and I was doing really good. But yeah, my ended up being a full-time dad of 4 kids with 100% custody, and it's been a struggle. The kids were the easy part. It's what we're dealing with the system that is difficult. Yeah, the kids, they help around the house, and yeah, you've met them, that they love to help. I remember you're at my house, and Cassie comes over and goes, "Hey, Dad, can I do the dishes?" And we're like this. Yeah, sweetie, definitely. Yeah, they shock me all the time, but yeah, since had my kids full 100% custody with no child support, not really any real support whatsoever, been working my butt off. And then during COVID, I was the maintenance manager of the KOA campground in Leavenworth. Loved it. Oh man, it was the best. I remember. Job. Yeah, people came to have fun. They weren't calling you because they were angry. You know, when I was a plumber, they were always angry. This job, they were always happy. Best job in the world. But you know, that was during COVID. There were some more complications, and lost that job too, and haven't found anything decent yet. And the one thing I can't seem to get clear to people is when you work all day, like hard manual labor, lifting bags of concrete on a jackhammer, a rooter, 8 hours a day, then you come home to 4 children, you know, chores, laundry, child development, homework. You've seen my daughter's 3 lovely heads of hair. Brushing that, it's a bigger job than people think, brushing hair. And then shopping, grocery. You've met my parents. They I love your parents. Oh yeah, they're full of love, but you know, they're elderly now, and sometimes I get people that think that I'm throwing a pity party or playing the victim or, you know, licking my wounds. But I'm like, well, tell me what you would do in my situation. So that's one thing that's been great about comedy is I think that's what a lot of comedians do. They're able to vent and complain and get a laugh. It's that feedback of laughter really helps, because I actually did a couple little, you know, just a wedding the other day, since I'm a limousine driver now, which sounds fancy. That's not much money, but I was at a wedding, and I have some people I know, and I was able to go up there and do a little bit of some funnies for them and make them laugh a little bit, but bring up situations that I try to bring up situations that people need to wake up to, like greed. And I had a relative that was telling me that I just need to accept my fate, because right now I'm facing foreclosure. And I was like, wow, thanks. And he's a very religious man. And I said, Uncle, why do you tell me to do something that I know you wouldn't do? Right. And he's like, well, Wes, sometimes you just need to realize this is the way it is, and this is just business. I was like, well, I can't let greed win. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I just cannot let it happen, because I mean, to uproot my kids again and put them through some more pain, and I have to pack up my whole home by myself because I'm alone. And I was like, yeah, Uncle, you wouldn't do it yourself. And he's like, but Wes, it's just good business. I'm like, oh, good business, good business. So if God was here right now, God would be like this. Oh, there's love one another, do for the least of these thy brethren. But since you said good business, I'll just throw that away. God would be like, he said good business. Good. You know, business is important, you know, to keep things running. But I mean, really at the expense of good people. Yeah, just I mean, I understand you got to make some tough calls, but not everything has to be a tough call. People with means can kind of suck it up a little bit at times. And I've seen some wonderful people at times just throughout the years. When I was a kid in Arizona, just a big rancher. He owned a big ranch, and he made sure that his employees were taken care of, that their needs were met. And guess what? They worked better. They were more grateful. They got up. They didn't have more stress on their backs, and they got the job done. They pulled off miracles. And when I had me a crew of guys I worked with, when I'd leave to take care of my kids back before COVID hit, I'd come back and bring them some lunch. They were grateful. They wanted to work more because they felt appreciated. And I'm not saying just take care of everything and just put your head on the chopping block, but at least give that extra effort, because that what we all need is allies. My old coach and scout leader back when I was a boy, he says, where does real wealth, real strength, real power come from? And people said family, some people said money, some people said church. He said allies. You can have family that can still be an enemy. Allies, someone who's got your back. If you have plenty of them lined up, that you have a crew that's with you no matter what, through thick and thin, like Spartans, he says, that's real wealth. And I was like this. So that's why I've always really wanted to make sure when you meet someone, that you're shoulder to shoulder with them, type thing. So
should billionaires exist? Well, they do, and they're not going anywhere. But the powerful politicians, business owners, celebrities, anyone of power and wealth, they have responsibility. And have they been fulfilling their responsibilities lately? No. I have no problem with someone being a billionaire, trillionaire, sextillionaire, whatever. But when your people that you are responsible for cannot afford a home, when they have to work 2 or 3 jobs to make rent, that is wrong. And then when they're doing those 2 or 3 jobs, they can't keep an eye on their children. They are not helping their children develop. And then there's a complaint, well, why aren't these children being raised right? Well, because too many good parents are working their butts off to just survive. They can't keep an eye on their children. They're either in a daycare or home alone in front of a screen. These high prices, there's no need. There's no need for high gas prices. No. There's no need for high rent, for high mortgage costs. There's no need for it. It's just greed. And that is irresponsible and wrong. So yes, they should exist, but they should not be taking 7 to 10 vacations a year, like a company I used to work for that I was related to. Me and a few others would be working all the time. Yet the owner of the company would go on vacation 3 weeks here, 4 weeks there, and then they'll say, well, that's my right, I'm the owner. No, your right and responsibility is to make sure your company is maintained, your employees are taken care of respectfully, and that you are doing the right thing. Okay? Any successful enterprise came because they made sure their employees felt valued, and that they were able to feel like they were not just working to survive, but they were working to thrive. If you are an elite, you are responsible for your charges. You are responsible for if they're doing well. That means they should have one job. They should be able to take care of their apartment or their home and still make enough to thrive. But people now are burning out. So yes, billionaires, quadzillionaires should exist, but they should be responsible and do their job too. Not just say, oh, you don't like it, you can work somewhere else. Oh, take a second job, take a third job. And then the children are not looked after. And then the state comes and takes the children away from those parents who are working 2 or 3 jobs just to survive, and saying it's failure to thrive and failure for development, failure of child development. All right, that is wrong. So yes, billionaires should exist, but they should do their job too. Is that asking too much? Anyway, tell me what you think.
Embrace your inner child and schedule a visit to the LV Puppet Studio located in the Boulevard Mall. We offer streamlined monster puppets and furry hand puppets that can be completed during one short visit. Our lead puppet maker, John Tomasello, also creates custom puppets for clients for use in schools or any online project. The studio is also available for puppet parties and occasional puppet shows. And we make public appearances for community events, variety shows, and school assemblies. For more information and to book your puppet making experience today, visit lvpuppets.com. That's lvpuppets.com.
I wonder where Carmen and Cupid are today. It appears that they don't want to pay. I have a gift for them I'd like to share. They may not like it, but I don't care. Now my name's Rudolph and I'm an outcast. My name's Rudolph. They treat me like trash. They laugh at me, they bully me forever, but they don't know I own a 357 and don't a reindeer with a red nose. What will happen? No one knows. You can torture someone until they see the light, but on that day you might be running for your life. Got a list of who did me wrong. Donner and Blitzen are gonna go down. They won't be laughing when they come around, 'cause messing with Rudolph ain't good for this town. Don't hang the reindeer with the red nose. What will happen? No one knows. You can torture them till they see the light. They'll be running for their life. Got a list of who did me wrong. Donner and Blitzen are gonna go down. They won't be laughing when they come around, 'cause messing with Rudolph ain't good for this town. Go hang a reindeer with the red nose. What will happen? No one knows. You can torture them till they see the light. You'll be running for their life. Now my name's Rudolph, I'm dressed in fatigues, and I can tell ya, no one's laughing at me, there's no one here. They ran away 'cause I walked out with a shotgun today. Don't hang a reindeer with a red nose. What will happen? No one knows. You can torture someone until they see the light, but on that day you might be running for your life. Got a list of who did me wrong. Donner and Blitzen are gonna go down. They won't be laughing when they come around, 'cause messing with Rudolph ain't good for this town. Don't hang the reindeer with the red nose. What will happen? No one knows. You can torture someone till they see the light. They'll be running for their life.
Should billionaires exist? That's been a topic of conversation. Well, they do, and they're not going to go anywhere. I mean, that's been history. The real question should be, are they fulfilling their responsibilities? Why are they raising prices on everything? They don't need to. They don't need to raise prices on rent. They don't need to raise prices on housing. They don't need to raise prices on food. There's not a need for inflation. That is just greed. And for some reason, the people have been allowing it to happen. See, when people are not doing well financially, the people in charge in front of the cameras are saying, well, they should go get a second job. They should go get a third job. When are the peasants allowed to enjoy their lives? Are they allowed to, or are they just livestock? You know, that's wrong to do to people. Before, when I was a kid, someone could have one job, take care of a home and an apartment, and still have enough to take at least one vacation a year. Is that okay? Is that allowed, that the peasants can enjoy their lives? See, this thought of go take a second job, go take a third job, then the children are neglected. And then it's the argument there is, well, why don't these parents look after their kids? Why don't these parents be responsible? Well, they can't. They're working 2 or 3 jobs just to make rent. And that is wrong. That's wrong to do to people. You should be able to have one decent job, sustainable income, and make a living and support your family. People say, well, you shouldn't have had those many kids. Well, I had my 4 kids when I was doing very well, before a little thing called COVID showed up, and a major thing called family court. just stretched out, sucking every penny out of the people, and then blame them because they can't recover from the disaster of family court. The kids are neglected. The parents can't afford to work the 3 jobs and come home and make sure their kids are thriving. And then the kids are taken away, saying it's failure to thrive, failure of child development. And then the social services comes and takes the children. And that's not legal advice. That's what happens. We've seen hundreds of thousands of families going through that. So yes, billionaires should exist, but take care of the ones you're in charge of. Make sure your employees are paid well. Don't jack up the prices on food, clothing, vehicles, and housing. The necessities should never be this expensive. And there's no need for the necessities to be this expensive. It's greed, and everyone knows it. But instead of saying, you know what? The people in charge, politicians, business owners, celebrities, anyone who has major wealth need to be responsible and stop taking 7 to 10 vacations a year and make sure that your employees, the people you're in charge over, are taken care of. I cannot imagine sitting on a yacht or a private plane enjoying my life knowing that my employees, the people I'm in charge of, are suffering. I cannot even begin to think that way. It does not make any sense to me. How can you be human and treat other people like livestock just because you're in a better situation than they are? The millionaires, billionaires, celebrities, business owners, politicians of today just do not seem to have the education, because it looks like they inherited their power, they inherited their wealth, they didn't really earn it. Some did, some have, but a lot were born into privilege. And that requires responsibility. Because has anyone ever heard of a little thing called the revolution, the French Revolution? We don't want that to happen. This is not a call to arms. This is not a call for violence. But the fact is, when the people have had enough, things happen. So it's either that this is taken care of the legal, peaceful way, or the next step is basically what happens when there's a cornered, scared animal starving to death. What happens? And that humans are still animals in that respect. When they're cornered, when they feel like there's no way out, they react. And it's not good, usually. So if people don't wake up soon and drop prices, that's the main thing. If all the prices were at least dropped in half, and that's still too expensive, better things happen. And stop raising prices, okay? Because it's not working. I mean, anyone look around the world around us, it's not working. So something needs to change, and it needs to be drastic. So let me know your thoughts.
Hey girl, have you ever been to Secret Sisters Boutique? It's over there by Mom's Diner, right here in Pahrump. Well, they're a clothing consignment store with clothes, shoes, purses, jewelry, and they have everything. And they're having a $5 bag sale all through the month of December. I know, right? Let's meet up there. Secret Sisters is located at 1240 State Street in Pahrump, Nevada. For more information, call 775-727-4488. That's 775-727-4488. Need to get away? Then escape to Bookworm Haven, a treasure trove of used and new books from young adult, romance, Western, contemporary and classic titles in fiction and nonfiction, and a huge children's section. And we have gift cards for that special someone who loves to read and may be difficult to shop for. We were recently featured in the Pahrump Valley Times and have been family owned since 1985. We accept trade-ins with credit towards your purchase and are open from Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Scan the QR code to follow us on Facebook or call 775-727-4186. That's 775-727-4186. 727-4186. You deserve to feel great about the way you look. A Beauty by Design provides expert permanent makeup and training in Henderson, Nevada. They also perform scar camouflage, paramedical tattooing, and so much more. Certified permanent makeup technicians are in high demand, and A Beauty by Design offers the best hands-on training program to prepare you for the industry. Call 702-872-3022 or visit abeautybydesign.com. That's abeautybydesign.com.
I'm feeling better than ever. With these words, I'm clever. Good things never last, cause greatness remains forever. This my duality, chasing dreams and reality. Add to the throne, just check the laws of gravity. As a youngin', mama said I'm the one. She gave me the world so I could shine like the sun. She the moon, I'm a star, and I shine like one. She the reason I shine, it reflect when it's done. My biggest lessons is never being afraid who you are. My adolescence are blessings, it's coming straight from the heart. I accepted my flaws, yeah I stutter when I talk, but I can still rap my tail off, homie. I'm probably not your favorite rapper, but I'm destined to be your favorite rapper. So please turn up the album, be a victim to the volume. And if you not moving forward, you standing still, but that's better than moving backwards. And shout out to my homies that still moving that package. Those the same friends who inspire me on rapping. And shout out to them girls from school who never gave me a chance because my perseverance.